Jackson's death exposed a body in secret ruin.
What was the cause of death, Dr. Rogers?
The cause was acute propofol intoxication.
Yet that grim portrait was merely the threshold. Behind it lay a life stranger than any coroner's finding. The feet he always hid. Among the most guarded details of Michael Jackson's autopsy was the condition of his feet. The clinical report noted severe, painful calluses and a chronic fungal infection that had festered for years. Jackson defended the condition with permanent socks, not as a style signature, but as a curtain. His physician, Dr. Conrad Murray, later described the infection in graphic, unclinical terms, but what the coroner's folder silently confirmed was that the most famous feet in music were a source of private, physical agony. The appendages that had propelled the moonwalk carried a weight the public never glimpsed beneath the sequins. Now it's time for today's topic. A viral Reddit post shows a striking image identical to Michael Jackson, instantly grabbing attention online. Behind thin, metallic-rimmed glasses, the gaze feels unusually direct, almost frozen in time. The pale, highly detailed facial features appear hyper-realistic, giving the scene a strong emotional weight that blurs the line between real photography and digital creation. What's your take on it? Let us know in the comments. The $500,000 bid for the Elephant Man's skeleton. In 1987, Michael Jackson offered $500,000 to the London Hospital Medical College for the skeleton of Joseph Merrick, the Elephant Man. The institution refused. Jackson later waved the story away as tabloid myth, but hospital officials and contemporary paperwork validated the bid. Some associates later claimed the whole affair was a canny publicity stunt designed to steep the lead-up to bad in an aura of otherworldly strangeness. Whether genuine curiosity or deliberate stagecraft, the offer cemented Jackson's image as a man collecting not only art but also oddities, and it blurred the line between compassion and character building. Door-knocking as Joe, the Jehovah's Witness. At the absolute height of his fame, Michael Jackson remained an active Jehovah's Witness and undertook the required door-to-door ministry. To avoid, Jackson would reverently continue his script, offering religious literature as if he were any other congregant. The most recognizable man on earth, quietly doing missionary work on suburban porches, remains one of pop history's most disorienting facts. A private library of 10,000 volumes. Tucked away at Neverland Ranch, far from the Ferris wheel and the llamas, was a majestic private library of over 10,000 books. Jackson did not collect them for display. He read obsessively. First-hand accounts describe him as a disciplined autodidact who devoured volumes on art, architecture, poetry, and history, often staying up until dawn with a book. He arranged for Los Angeles bookstores to open after hours so he could browse alone, masked in his usual public costume.
Hi, Michael. Hi, Michael.
Those closest to him consistently described a private intellectual life that stood in profound contrast to the soft-spoken pop star persona curated for the cameras. A chimp with a nanny, wardrobe, and diapers. Bubbles the chimpanzee lived not as a pet, but as a member of the household. He had his own nanny, a personal chef, a wardrobe of designer clothes, and a place at the dinner table. He slept in a cot in Jackson's bedroom and ate candy in the private cinema. Contrary to later myth, Bubbles did not use the toilet. He wore nappies under his miniature outfits. LaToya Jackson remarked that Bubbles was essentially one of us. Once the chimp matured and became aggressive, he was rehomed to an ape sanctuary. But his pampered years at Neverland remain a strange testament to Jackson's longing for an innocent companion. White wine disguised in Diet Coke cans. On every flight during his tours, Jackson's charter profile mandated a standing instruction: white wine and Diet Coke can on every flight. 7-Up, Orange Crush, or Fruit Punch. Will sometimes drink tequila, gin, or Crown Royal. Flight attendant testimony and ExtraJet records confirm the ritual. The wine was not a secret vice, but a privacy tactic. The pop star who sang about virtue wanted no photograph of a glass of Chardonnay in his hand. The discreet pour into a soft drink can was reportedly suggested to safeguard his clean-cut image, a small, strange accommodation of a life lived under a permanent lens. the patented anti-gravity shoes. The impossible 45-degree lean in the Smooth Criminal video was neither camera trickery nor harness work. In 1993, Jackson and two co-inventors received U.S. patent number 5,255,452 for a shoe with a heel slot that hitched onto retractable stage pegs. The patent's abstract plainly describes a system for allowing a shoe wearer to lean forwardly beyond his center of gravity. The invention transformed a dance move into a genuine feat of biomechanical engineering, and the patent office's dry language now reads like a clerical footnote to magic. The shoes remain on display